And good evening, and welcome to Zaleski Sports and another night of baseball. And it's a beautiful night here at Athletic Park in Wausau, as American Legion Baseball will be taking place here at Athletic Park with the Wausau Bulldogs. And they are post 10 with the overall conference record 3-6, 9-16 overall, and just coming off freshly winning the Firecracker tournament over in Stevens Point. Very popular tournament during the 4th of July. It's been going on for years. I remember when I was umpiring 20-some years ago, umpiring in that, and I'll tell you, it's an outstanding tournament. And they used to bring teams from out of state. Now they've pretty much kept in-state teams. And Wausau landed up winning 3 of 4 ball games. As on Friday, they beat Beaver Dam 11-2. And then lost to a very good Oshkosh ball club, 6-4 on Friday night. And then on Saturday, they shut out Middleton 8-0. And then on Sunday, beating Stevens Point 8-5 and winning that tournament this weekend. So they're coming in with a good attitude right now as they get prepared for it. And this was going to be a 3-game series, but Wausau is going to have to. We're going to have to postpone Thursday's ball game because. Wausau is scheduled to play in the Gopher Classic over in Minnesota, over in Woodbury, on Friday morning at 10 o'clock. And so to have that quick change around of playing a ball game and not getting home till about 11 o'clock and then turning around and getting on a bus at 5 o'clock in the morning is not really healthy for these ball players. So they're going to postpone that and hopefully figure it in somewhere. But and I know Marshfield's got 3 games they have to make up already, but those dates have been set for on Friday, July 20th, when they play at Marshfield at 7 o'clock against Plover. And then on Saturday, it'll be over at Plover in a doubleheader with a 1 o'clock start in that one. So those are when the makeup dates for those 3 games, which was actually supposed to be the season opener, but Stevens Point was still in the sectionals yet, so they could not participate in Legion baseball because a lot of those Plover ball players play for Spash in the spring. So Marshfield comes into this contest in first place with a 6-1 record and 12-7, and they've just been on a tear the last 2-3 weeks here as they started out the season 1-5, and as you can figure that out there, they have now been 11-2 in their last 13 ball games and been playing outstanding baseball as they took that Wisconsin Rapids tournament. I got to see them down at the Quadruplex down in Wisconsin Rapids a couple of weeks, and it looked very impressive down there. So we're going to be back in just a little bit, and the pregame sponsor is brought to you by Auto Select, located on Schofield Avenue in Weston, has been providing dependable vehicle repair service and tires for 22 years with a 3-year nationwide warranty and free roadside assistance at Auto Select. You're good to go. That's Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston and also on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. So we'll be right back with our starting lineups right after this, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
And we are back here at Athletic Park for American Legion Baseball as Marshfield is just finishing up their infield here. And we'll give you tonight's starting lineups for the visiting Marshfield Blue Devils. Leading off and playing left field, number 3, Jake Sadowska. Batting second and playing shortstop, Mac Konieczny. In the number 3 spot, center fielder and D4 Player of the Year in high school this last year, Dawson Luther. In the cleanup spot and catching, Mason Anderson. Yet batting in the 5 spot and playing third base, Chase Robinson. Batting 6th and playing right field, number 9, Bryce Shoddy. Batting 7th and playing first base, Dayton Bugar. Batting 8th and DHing tonight is Caleb Craycraft. And batting 9th and playing second base, Cash Osterman. And on the mound for the Blue Devils this evening, Nate Richardson. Nate coming in with this is his 5th appearance on the season. And he has so far pitched 24 2/3 innings. He's walked 8, struck out 15. He's got a 2-1 record, and he's actually pitched 2 complete games this season. So, good man to be on the mound for Marshfield, as Marshfield has actually used 13 pitchers this year. And so, very deep are the Blue Devils coming out of the mound. And the starting lineup for the Wausau Bulldogs, as I mentioned, post 10 with a 3-6 conference record, 9-16 overall. And leading off and playing center field, number 19, Ian Stahl. Batting second and playing third base, number 16, Connor Lemerand. Batting third and playing shortstop, Davis Winter. In the cleanup spot and playing second base, Carson Thurs. Batting 5th and playing first base, Logan Glavinsky. Batting 6th and playing left field, Marshall Helke. Batting in the number 7 spot for head coach Tom Magnuson's ball club. And catching is Gage Stockwell. And DHing is number 15, Breck Blambach. And batting in the number 9 spot and playing right field, Parker Helke. And on the mound, freshman, he was a freshman this last year at Wausau East, Bennett Kobach. And Tom Magnuson as, let me look at the roster here. In fact, I think Tom mentioned to me this is his, I know when I was umpiring, he was actually coaching back then also, and this is his, I'm not mistaken, where did I write this down? It's his 44th season. He is in the American Legion Hall of Fame, and so he's been around a long, long time. And I remember umpiring ball games with him. I mean, I'm going back to a Marshfield game. Legion games used to start at 8 o'clock many years ago, and they played 9 innings. There was no 10-run rule, so you played 9 innings like in the major leagues. And Wausau and Marshfield, we started at 8 o'clock, exactly at 8 o'clock, and we walked off the field at 5 minutes after 12. It took 4 hours and 5 minutes to play. And Tom and I were just reminiscing about that when I got here. And but Tom and I go way back also. And, of course, Tom and I have done some football together also for Zaleski Sports. And he's been around a long, long time as he is actually the senior coach in the Wisconsin Valley here. So the umpires just went through the ground rules with head coach Coach Metz and also Coach Magnuson and Coach Josh Metz in his 8th season as head coach for the Blue Devils. And so they are reading the starting lineups off here right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break here and catch a couple spots, and we'll be back in time here for our national anthem. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep, and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
And we are back here at Athletic Park as Bulldogs are being introduced at this time. We'll go over the standings so far here in the Wisconsin Valley. Leading the way is Marshfield with a 6-1 record, and Plover is at 7-2. So they're actually tied, but percentage-wise, Marshfield is out on top. Everest is at 7-5. Stevens Point 4-3. Wisconsin Rapids 4-5. Wausau 3-6, and Merrill 0-9. And so we're getting very close here to the starting lineup as the Bulldogs are heading out to their positions here. The reserves down to third base line here. Both teams in blue tonight, and also with white lettering, all white pants. So it's going to be kind of hard to tell the two teams apart here this evening. But the only advantage is the home team, as the colors are being presented here at Athletic Park. And so we'll have our national anthem just shortly here as we watch the colors being presented out to the pitcher's mound. Beautiful rendition of our national anthem during the 4th of July week here. Hope everybody had a good 4th and everybody was safe with the fireworks and everything, as the honor guard is being dismissed now at this time. And we are ready for baseball here from Athletic Park. And we're at 7:56. We'll get pretty much right at 8 o'clock tonight. As we'll take a look here and see what the weather is out here. It's beautiful. We've got a few clouds floating around. We've got the sun beating right down on here on our left-hand side here as the sun will be going down. And well, we've got 78 degrees and looking for beautiful weather pretty much all week. They're talking a little rain maybe on Wednesday. We could use a little bit, but they're talking high temperatures again coming back in next week of 90-degree temperatures coming in. I guess summer is finally here. And with me is Braden Bullis, as I call him, the Bull. And it's a great pleasure to be working with him. I've worked a couple ball games with him in the past, and I'll tell you, it's always a pleasure to have the Bull on hand because this guy knows his stuff. And so we'll get through this one here. A few Marshfield fans came over from Marshfield for this contest. A big one for Marshfield. As I mentioned, the Thursday night ball game will not be played in Marshfield. Tomorrow night's ball game will take place at about 7:30, 8 o'clock, as the junior team will be in action. They were in action before this. They were very, very fast ball game. They started at 5 o'clock. They were done at 6:30 tonight as they won very handily 15-0 against the Wausau team. And both teams with very, very young ball clubs. I know talking to Coach Magnuson as he's an assistant with Wausau East during the regular season. And very young ball club. And as Bennett Kobeck, who is on the mound, will be a sophomore this coming year. And we'll see what Marshfield can do against the young right-hander. In fact, if you look at the Marshfield lineup, you have Jake Sadowska leading off, first team all-conference. Mac Konieczny, player of the year in the Clover Belt. Dawson Luther, all-conference. Mason Anderson, first team all-conference. Chase Robinson a couple years ago was first team all-conference. Bryce Shoddy, an honorable mention. And then Caleb Craycraft is an all-conference player from Athens, and Case Osterman, an all-conference ball player at Pittsfield this last year. And the first pitch by Bennett to Jake Sadowski is down low for ball one as we are on our way here at 7:59. A beautiful night, but 78 degrees here in Wausau and very calm. Well, the flag is moving a little bit out there, but I don't think it'll affect anything. It's blowing from left field, and a high fly ball out to right field. And going back is Parker Helke and makes the catch for out number one as Jake Sadowska gives it a ride. Bringing up Mac Konieczny, and Mac, as I mentioned, co-player of the year in the Clover Belt Conference this last year. All conference in pretty much every sport: football, basketball, baseball, and of course played for Columbus Catholic this year of state champions in Division IV. An outstanding ball player. His dad, the basketball coach at Columbus, takes the first pitch up high for ball one, and Mac will be going on to Lakeland to play football and baseball at Lakeland College. And in fact, that's where his brother is playing also. And so they'll have the Konieczny boys over there at Lakeland and trying to calm that town down over there a little bit. But great ball player in Mac Konieczny. And he was actually all-conference in 26, 25, and 24, and he was second team back in 23. So an outstanding athlete coming out of Columbus Catholic, and there's been some really outstanding athletes that have come out of Columbus over the years. 3-0 count, ball four upstairs as Mac works a walk on 4 straight pitches. And bringing up Dawson Luther, the Division IV player of the year this year, left-handed hitter. And Dawson, during his senior year here, hit .585, had 4 triples, 16 doubles, 2 home runs, 45 RBIs, 16 stolen bases, scored 60 runs. Pitching-wise, he was actually 9-1 in 16 2/3 innings at an ERA of 2.77, 17 walks, 70 strikeouts, and just an outstanding season. And you can see why he was named Player of the Year in Division IV this year. Throw over to first, and Konieczny back in plenty of time. First pitch to Dawson was a call strike. 0-1 with one down here in the top of the first inning from Athletic Park. And a fly ball is going to go foul as we're looking into the sun. And way over the bleachers, as Bull says. I knew it was heading out to left field here, but you all of a sudden you're looking right into the sun here and you can't really see anything. So 0-2 count. Throw over and almost thrown away by Kobeck as first baseman Logan Glavinsky makes a nice grab over there to save that one going down the right field line. And the pitch is low and outside for a ball. Nice stop there by the catcher Gage Stockwell. So 1-2 count here from Athletic Park. Quite a few people that came over for this contest at Marshfield. And lays the bat out and base hit over the shortstop's head as Mack goes into second as Dawson gets the first hit of today's ball game. You don't have to swing hard in order to get a base hit, and Dawson just proves it right there as he just put the bat out and went right over the top of the shortstop's head into left field for a base hit. Now with the Blue Devils with runners at first and second here in the top of the first inning and 1 down, and bringing the cleanup hitter Mason Anderson, the first team all-conference in the Valley this year, catcher, as he was injured the last couple ball games of the season, but he's coming back very strongly as he had a little jaw problem there. He got injured towards the end of the season, but coming around and shot down to third, but great backhand throw over to first, not in time, and Konechny is forced out at third as a 2-hopper to Lemerid for out number 2. So runner still at first and second as Anderson gets on with a fielder's choice, bringing up Chase Robinson. As we'll take a look. Oh, we have a pinch runner out there, number 10. That would be actually Truxton Becker from Auburndale, as he was an honorable mention all-conference. And a base hit, and rounding third and coming home as coming into third and coming into second. So the play went out to left with a base hit by Anderson, an RBI, and scoring on the play is Luther. And the left fielder bobbled it a little bit. We're going to have to, I don't think they're going to give him an error on that, but as Anderson goes to second on the throw, or Robinson goes to second on the throw, and going into third is Anderson. So we've got now 2 down with runners at second and third, with Anderson at third and Robinson at second, as Robinson gets an RBI single and puts the Blue Devils out on top here 1-0. And bringing up Bryce Schotty, who was an honorable mention all-conference in the Wisconsin Valley this year, as he fouls that one, and that one will go flying out of Athletic Park here, out into the street. 8 of the 9 ball players that are starting in the ball game for Marshfield tonight have had some type of conference recognition, either first team, second team, or honorable mention. And so Marshfield just loaded with some great ball players. Ground ball to second, and retiring Bryce Schotty for out number 3. But the Blue Devils come up with 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after a half inning of play, it's Marshfield, Pulse 54-1, and the Wausau Bulldogs, Pulse 10, coming to bat. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we're back here at Athletic Field as we're ready for action here in the bottom of the first inning as the Blue Devils get a run on 2 hits in the top of the first inning here. Take a 1-0 lead as this will be only a 2-game series. The reason that ball game is going to be canceled on Thursday and rescheduled is that Wausau is playing over in the Gopher Classic over there and over in Woodbury, and they play actually a 10 o'clock ball game on Thursday or on Friday, and so playing a ball game in Marshfield on Thursday night and then trying to catch a bus, and you're going to have to leave at maybe 5, 6 o'clock in the morning to get there. So leading off is Ian Stahl, the center fielder, and he takes the first pitch, the ground ball to short, throws over to first and gets him by a step. As nice throw there by Matt Konieczny for out number 1. So 6-3 if you're scoring along. And bringing up the third baseman, Connor Lemran. As Robinson coming into this contest, he's got 2 complete games, and he's got a 2-1 record for the Blue Gulls this year. And pitch and fouled out of play and over the top of the roof here and out onto the road. Athletic, if you've never been to Athletic Park, it's built right in a residential area here. Not much room for parking. And next pitch, check swing up high for a ball to Connor. 1-1 count with 1 down. Next pitch down low for a ball. As I mentioned, Wausau looking very impressive in that firecracker. Got to watch a little bit of that on Zaleski Sports this last weekend. And Wausau looking very good. And pitch up high by Richardson. Makes the count now 3-1. And Marshfield they played 2 against Point, or actually 3. They played, they won the first 2 against Stevens Point last week, but and a swing and a miss for strike 2 by Connor. But the third one, Marshfield went ahead in the 6th inning and went ahead 9-6. And a swing and a miss and a strikeout by Nate Richardson for out number 2. As Nate comes back, being down 3-1, and gets the next 2 pitches in there for a strike. Bringing up now Davis Winter, the shortstop. But it turned out that lightning showed up, and so they have to revert back to the last full inning. So it was 6-6. So I don't know if they're going to suspend that game or count it as a tie or what, but it was a conference game. I have not heard what they're going to do on that, but we'll just leave it at that, and it's not in the record yet. So Marshfield with a 6-1 conference record and 12-7 overall, and winning actually 11 of their last 13 ball games. So Marshfield playing great ball. And a high fly ball down to right field side, and that's way out of the ballpark here. Foul. Beautiful setup here at Athletic Park. They renovated this, I don't know what, maybe 5-6 years ago, Bull, somewhere around there. And I'll tell you, they've done a nice job here. I umpired in this back in 2004, and I'll tell you, a completely different ballpark, and a call strike and a 2-2 counted right at the knees there to Davis Winter. 2 down here in the bottom of the first inning. And Richardson. And a high fly ball, and that's going to be out of play. You don't have as much room here as you do at Hackman Field down the foul lines here. You maybe only have, I would say, maybe 20 feet, 25 at the most on each down the foul lines here to make a catch. Where at Marshfield, I mean, you've got, you have to bring a golf cart out in order to go from the dugouts to home plate. And George Roman told me that many years ago when they built Hackman Field. He says, Mike, my gosh, I need a golf cart in order to get from the dugout to bring out the lineup cart out to home plate. It was so far away. But full count here, and another foul ball, and might be playable here as Anderson's coming over and makes the catch for out number 3. So for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first inning, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 1 complete inning of play, it's Marshfield 1 and Wausau 0. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
In working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
And we're back here at Athletic Park. I got to bring my microphone down, I guess. I went back for a drink here and forgot to put it back down. But we're going to tell you a little bit about Design Theory 19. Your home is the heart of your best moments. Make it uniquely yours with Design Theory 19. Visit us in downtown Wausau or online at designtheory19.com. That's Design Theory 19, where dreams become reality. And so leading off for the Blue Devils here in the top of the second inning will be Dayton Bugar, first baseman. As Dayton on that Marshfield Senior High ball club this last year, did a little pitching for him also. And as I mentioned, he is one of the pitchers on this ball club also. And he was 2-2 in 21 2/3 innings this last season for the high school. And in conference play, struck out 17 and walked 13. So playing first base today for Josh Metz. As Kobeck gets the sign and gets away from the catcher there, as Stockwell cannot hold on to that. So a 3-0 count to Bugar. Caleb Craycraft on deck, the designated hitter today. And next pitch, catching the inside corner for a call strike. 3-1. Kobeck's next pitch upstairs for a ball. That's the second walk now given up by Kobeck in this contest. And coming to the plate is Caleb Craycraft as Athens ball player. And actually an all-conference in that Merwood Conference Northern Division this year. He was actually a pitcher for Athens. He was, as I mentioned, a first-team all-conference. He hit .233, but where he got his conference honors was he was 9-2 on the mound, pitched 13 games, 53 innings pitched, gave up 18 walks in those 53 innings, walked 40, struck out 103 batters, had a 1.32 ERA, and this is phenomenal. The batting average of the opponents was .080. Now that is just phenomenal. I don't care what conference you're in, but that is just a phenomenal batting average against your opponents, and just deserved him all conference honors in that Merwood Conference North. So from Athens, and he will be back next year. And next pitch to him is upstairs, as Caleb sitting now with a 2-0 count with nobody down and a runner at first. That would be Dayton Bugar with Cash Osterman on deck. Next pitch, call strike, right at the letters on that outside corner. We are the only game on the network tonight, Bull. Do you know that? Boy, it's just an honor just you and me on the network tonight. That is really great. As Kobeck gets the sign from his catcher and decides to throw over to first, as Bugar only had maybe about a two-step lead over there. Dayton not really a big threat to steal. Dayton with about a 2.5, 3-step lead. And next pitch comes in for a strike, as now 2-2, as Bennett Kobeck was down 2-0. He's come back with 2 strikes here now to Craycraft. And a swing and a miss for strikeout, and that is a Serve Pro strikeout. Serve Pro, your restoration and cleanup needs, your number one choice, Serve Pro, like it never happened. And so to the plate now is Osterman, and first pitch inside for a ball. And Osterman on that Pittsville Ball Club, he was first team all-conference along with Luther this year. And a shot out to left field, and that's going to fall in for a base hit. As Bugar heads to second, as Osterman coming up with a base hit in that number 9 spot for the Blue Devils. So runners now at first and second with one down, and back to the top of the batting order with Jake Sadelska. As we'll tell you about Osterman's numbers when he comes back up in the ball game here, but he had an outstanding season for the Pittsville Panthers also. And a pitch as goes off the ground, and Jake didn't know if he should go to first or not, but yes, even if it comes off the ground and hits you, you are hit with a pitch. So bases loaded now. As Jake was hit quite a bit this year, last season in high school ball, and also here during the Legion season, but always a threat on the bases, great speed. Jake landed up leading the Valley Conference in stolen bases this last year. He will not get a chance here because bases are loaded for the number 2 hitter, Mac Konieczny. Mac walked back in the first inning. He got forced out at third for the second out back in the first inning. So we have bases loaded and one out here in the top of the second inning. Pitch comes in upstairs for a ball to Mac. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group with full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. As a pitch gets away from Kobeck, goes back to the wall, but not far enough. Very short dimensions here also, as there's maybe only 15 to 20 feet difference from where the umpire is standing and that back fence here. It's one of the shortest ones in the area. In fact, this is even shorter than what Buchholz Park is. And Buchholz I always thought was short, but this is even shorter yet. Small confines here, but just a great setup here they've got. They've got the picnic area down the left field and the right field side here, and I'll tell you, they've done it with stadium seats up on top here. And Mac walks and gets an RBI and brings in the second run for the Blue Devils, as the bases will remain loaded. And as the catcher, Gage Stockwell, goes out to talk to his pitcher, and Bugar scores with the second run here for the Blue Devils in the top of the second inning. So the bases remain loaded with Osterman at third, Sadowski at second, and Konieczny at first. A base hit here by Luther, who had a line shot, put the bat out and went over the top of the shortstop's head back in the first inning for a base hit. As with Jake with great speed out there on second, will score pretty easily on a base hit here. First pitch to Dawson is upstairs for a ball. Well, the scoreboard has not put the 2 up yet on the board yet, so it is 2-0. Next pitch to Luther is a ball. So it should be 2-0 right now with one down here. They finally put the 2 up in the second inning here. And pitch just outside for a ball. As this umpire really doesn't bring out the fingers to tell you what the count is here. And ball 4 to Luther, and another RBI for Luther. And Osterman will score on the play. As Konieczny goes second, Sadowski goes to short, and Tom Magnuson's going to make a change here as Kobeck will only pitch 1 1/3 inning, and we'll take a little break here and find out who's coming in for Wausau. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and the new pitcher for the Wausau Bulldogs is Peter Winter. He will be starting his junior season at Wausau East this year. And his brother Davis, who is in the starting lineup also today, he is actually playing... No, he is not. Oh, yes, Davis Winter is in batting in the number 3 spot. He's playing shortstop today. And so 3-0 here as the Blue Gulls have back-to-back walks here. Actually, there's 3 walks and a hit batsman in this inning. The only hit was by Cash Osterman, as the Blue Devils have put 5 runners on the base here and collected 2 runs by walks as the bases were loaded, and then they remain loaded with Sadowski at third, Konechny at second, and Luther at first. And coming to the plate now is Mason Anderson. Mason with a fielder's choice to the third baseman last time up. So for 1 on today. So, and the pitch and a shot, the second. The second for 1, and double plate as Winter throws 1 pitch and gets out of the inning on a 4-6-3 double play. So no more damage there, but the Blue Devils come up with 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. And so after 1.5 innings of play, it's the Marshfield Blue Devils 3 and the Wausau Bulldogs 0. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Hey, this is Brian Butch, former college and professional basketball player, here with a message from Abbey Bank. Safeguard your personal information and join us for Abbey Bank's free shred day on Wednesday, August 5th from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. at any Abbey Bank location. Shred your confidential documents for free, and while you're there, help make a difference. Bring a non-perishable food or hygiene item to support your local food pantry. For full details, head to abbeybank.com. Abbey Bank, where they make banking about you. This is sponsored by Abbey Bank, member FDIC.
And we're back here at Athletic Park in Wausau, as where the Marshfield Blue Devils have a 3-0 lead here in the bottom of the second inning. We'll tell you about Newton Electric. From residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture, Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at newtonelectric.com. And leading off for the Wausau Bulldogs is the second baseman, Carson Thurs, as he takes first pitch for a ball. And next pitch down low by Nate Robinson. And a windup and the pitch. And a call strike right at the letters for strike one. A lot of these ball players from Wausau East and a couple from Wausau West. And next pitch down low for a ball. As they do play few of their ball games at Wausau East Complex, and also here at Athletic Park. They have about 3 or 4 contests here at Athletic Park, and Robinson gives up a walk here as the Bulldogs get their first runner of the game on. As Thurs works a walk off of Mr. Robinson, bringing up Logan Glavinsky, the first baseman. As the sun going down in the west here. And first pitch just outside for a ball. If you ever get a chance to come over to Athletic Park for a ball game, like I said, a beautiful complex. The Wisconsin Woodchucks play here in the Northwoods League. I was a part of that Northwoods League back in 2010 and 2011 when I was with the Wisconsin Rapids Rafters as their PA announcer. But I'll tell you, this is a great complex here. Rapids has really improved theirs also. Eau Claire has really done a nice job of rearranging theirs over there, where Dale Varsha was the top manager, the only manager that Eau Claire has ever had in the Northwoods League, and actually the all-time winningest coach in the Northwoods League, Dale Varsha. And next pitch upstairs, 3-1 to Logan Glavinsky, as Robinson having a little problem trying to find the strike zone here. As Chase looks over at first. And the pitch. And there's a strike right on the outside corner for a 3-2 count. But no, they've stuck a lot of money in here, and they do a nice job. Great crowds over here at Wausau also, so come on over. And actually, the last couple of years they've had, and a call, strike 3, as Robinson picks up his second strikeout for the first out, and bringing up the left fielder, Marshall Helke, in the number 6 spot for Tom Magnuson's Bulldogs. But yeah, it's they've also got women's fast pitch, college fast pitch here also, as this all-turf field here. As you can see out here, there's a circle right in front of the portable pitching mound that's out here. It's kind of interesting how they can these guys can adjust, because usually pitchers land up putting a big hole right in front of pitcher's mound there, but with this artificial turf, they can't do that. So you're just put. We had a chance last year to see them as the softball game of the Auburndale game I did out here, that they moved that pitcher's mound in for the baseball game, and it was kind of cool. But a line shot out in the left center field power alley, cut off there nicely by Sadowska, and the first hit of the ball game by the Bulldogs is from Marshall Helke, and advances Thurs over to second. So runners at first and second with one down here, as Wausau trying to threat here, as Anderson's going to call timeout and go out and talk to his pitcher Robbins, and bringing up Gage Stockwell, the catcher. But no, they have women's fast pitch here, and there's, I think, like 6 teams now in the Northwoods League that they play, and it's just outstanding, and they've been getting great crowds for the women's softball league in the Northwoods League, and also actually Wausau averaging right around, maybe I want to say a little over 1,000 per game. Madison, I've been down to Madison's down there at Warner Park, and I'll tell you, they are one of the top college teams in the nation. It used to be the Cape Cod League, but I'll tell you, the Madison Mallards down there, they put in almost 6,000 fans per game, and it's just unbelievable. And it's just a zoo down there, and they sell quite a few games out down there. I've been down there for a couple home openers down there, and what an atmosphere. But you come out to this atmosphere here in the Northwoods League, and you'll have some fun. So 1-1 count with one down here, and following it off here is Gage Sockwell, as we've got, we're in the bottom of the second inning here from Athletic Park. I'm Mike Steinwagner, along with the Bull, Braden Bullis. And great job that the Bull always does. I've worked 3 or 4 times with him, and it's just a pleasure working with him. I can see why Chris doesn't want to give you up, I'll tell you that. But the Bullet's name is known pretty much in central Wisconsin as the head basketball coach, girls coach over there. And also his father also part of that with that also. And I suppose you were a Schofield grad, right? Yeah. So. And strike 3, swinging, and a third strikeout by Robinson for out number 3. In fact, if you ever met the Bull, I can see why he was with the Evergreens, because he's about as tall as an evergreen tree also. So, but does a great job here for Zaleski Sports. So 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Runners at first and second for the Bulldogs, and bringing up Blaubach, Breck Blaubach for the DH. And the first pitch, call strike, catching the outside corner. As the lights are on here at Athletic Park, as the sun's slowly sinking into the west. It's supposed to be another beautiful day tomorrow. And a swing and a miss by Breck. And they're talking a little rain coming in on Wednesday and maybe Thursday morning. We could use a little bit now. She's starting to dry out a little bit, but then the weekend's supposed to look beautiful again, and they're talking 90s again next week. So, and a shot out to center field. And almost a beautiful catch there by Osterman as he made a dive for it. Just a lazy liner out to center field, and Osterman getting a jump and going right off the end of the glove. And Blockman gets an RBI single, scoring thirds from second base. And it's now 3-1 Blue Devils. And Blockman will get credited with an RBI there. As holding up at second there was Marshall Helke, as coming in to recover that right behind him was Dawson Luther, as Helke could not advance any farther. And a wild pitch and off the wall, and a throw down to third. And it got a beautiful bounce by Anderson, to Anderson off that very short wall here, and threw down to third, and as third baseman Robinson was going to put the tag on it, flew out of the glove. So a wild pitch charged as Helke and Blaubach advance to second and third, respectively. And Helke fouls one off. 1-1 count now with 2 down. Runners at second and third. Tying run at second. Wind up and the pitch. Down low for a ball. As Robinson gets a sign from Anderson from the windup and the pitch. And a ground ball down the third base side. Foul. Brews Brothers brings you award-winning burgers for lunch and dinner since 2013. Open 7 days a week with a lineup of cold drinks. It's all at Brews Brothers, just off Highway 29 in Weston. We'd like to thank all of our sponsors sponsoring tonight's ball game here at Athletic Park. Wouldn't be able to do this game without you. And a fly ball out to right field. Coming in charging is the right fielder. That's Bryce Shoddy as he makes the catch for out number 3. But the Bulldogs come up with 1 run on 2 hits. No errors and 2 left. And after 2 complete innings of play, it's the Marshfield Blue Devils 3 and the Bulldogs of Wausau Post 10 1. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I got referred to the orthodontist and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here and he was very happy with a smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and Chase Robinson up to start the third inning for the Blue Devils. Takes first pitch down low for a ball one. Sitting here watching Bull here play around with his computer here. They don't give us a big enough table here for you, Bull. Next pitch comes in right at the knees for a call strike. As Chase had a base hit back in the first. 1-for-1 on the day. And a line shot deep in the hole. Should be a bang-banger. And got him at first. Great throw. Great pickup. As Winter was deep in a hole on that. And I'll tell you, with this artificial turf, you can play that really well. You get a nice true hop coming off there. And it was a nice hop right to Glavinsky at first base for that out, as I thought it was going to be a little closer, but had him by a good step and a half. It's a great play by Winter at short. And a shot out to right field, taking that first pitch is Bryce Schotty. As Bryce gets things going here in the top of the third inning with one down, bringing up Dayton Bugar. Dayton walked and scored back in that second inning when Kobeck had problems finding the plate and landed up with 3 walks and a hit batsman in that second inning. And the Wausau landed up giving up 2 runs on bases-loaded walks. To give Marshfield this now 3-1 lead here in the top of the third inning. Got games coming up again here tomorrow night on Zaleski Sports. As Winter from the stretch. Next pitch down low, 2-0. In fact, we've got 3 games on the docket tomorrow night. We've got a big one at Plover, Stevens Point at Plover. And then this Wausau Ball Club will be coming to Marshfield. And Gene Delisio will be on the call for that. And we've got a wild pitch going back to the wall and going into second base there is Bryce Schotty. So Winter charged a wild pitch on that. As Gene will be covering that one tomorrow night here on Zaleski Sports. And then also Miles, who has just joined us over in that Kaukauna area. We'll have the Appleton Double Days in Kaukauna. Saw both of those teams down at Wisconsin Rapids about a week ago. And 2 fine ball clubs. So Miles should have a good ball game there also. And Saul Bugar works his second walk of today's ball game. As helps his on-base percentage, bringing up Caleb Craycraft. As Caleb, as I mentioned, an outstanding pitcher for that Athens ball club. As Winter from the stretch takes a look at second. And the pitch. And low and outside for a ball. Nice save there by Stockwell. As we'll have a beautiful sunset here tonight. They say when you got that beautiful sunset, the next day should be really nice also. So, and a pitch now, 2-0. Dimensions here, 316 down the right field line, and out in dead center we've got, what is that, 360? Yeah, 360, but with a very, very high wall. You could, and a line shot out to left field, and that could score a run. Rounding third and being held up. is Shoddy. So bases loaded now as Caleb Craycraft comes up with a big hit. The second hit of the inning here for the Blue Devils. And bringing up Cash Osterman, as I told you, I tell him about a little bit about him. He was, as I mentioned, first team all-conference at Pittsville, and hit .434 on the spring with 3 home runs, 24 RBIs, had an on-base percentage of .534 with 15 doubles, and he will be, I think he's back next year also. So high pop-up way out in the outfield, and making that catch out in center field, and cold turkey as a beautiful catch by Stahl, and Stahl guns down Shoddy. Wasn't even close as the momentum carried him right towards home plate for that double play. As the Blue Devils were threatening here with bases loaded, 1 out, and come up with nothing here in the third inning on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. And so after 2.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 3 and the Wausau Blue Devils of Post 10 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield. Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
That's what happens when you get old. And we're back here at Athletic Park as I'm sitting here yawning, and Bull says, "You're taking a nap at 8:30?" I says, "Yeah, you do that and you stay up till 11. So beautiful bunt back to the mound, and a throw over to first in time. Actually, great speed there by Stahl, who made that outstanding play out in center field. That when he made that catch, momentum just perfectly and threw a strike to Stockwell at home for that third out. So 1 down here in the bottom of the third inning, and bringing up Connor Lamarid. And pitch upstairs for a ball. Oh, Lemrad, thank you. See, I've got to ask the guy who is from the area here. And a pop-up or ground ball over to second, and making that play is Osterman. Over to first for out number 2. And bringing up Davis Winter. This is kind of how the first inning went 1, 2, 3 with these same players here. Left-hand hitter, Davis Winter. Playing shortstop. Call strike, catching that inside corner. As this game moving right along. Next pitch catches that outside corner as Robinson working the corners very well. 0-2 count with 2 down here in the bottom of the third. And a high pop-up, and that one is definitely out of play. And it caught a car back here. It caught the, well, at least it caught that one and not the one that's back farther, which is mine. And another one fouled off. As I mentioned, really no parking at this ballpark. You park on the streets here. And if you want to have your car safe, what you do is you drive it down about a block and a half and you walk to the ballpark. But you don't want to park in front of the park here. And a fly ball out to center. Jake Sadowska getting underneath and making the catch for out number 3. For the Blue Bulldogs, Here in the bottom of the third, no runs on no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 3 and Wausau Bulldogs 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
We have team members in our lives, whether it's this or that or friends, and he's my team member that look for my best interest. And he said, we're gonna get you up walking without the walker. And I'm like, oh, really? And he says, yeah, we are. I'm really grateful from the bottom of my heart to Shai and his staff because they made the impossible seem possible.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and leading you off, the leadoff hitter, Jake Sadowska. As Jake flew out to the right fielder back in the first and got hit by a pitch in the second. Takes the first pitch down low for a ball. No, that foul ball that went back there, from the angle I got, it did a good job on the windshield there. I don't think the driver's going to be very happy when he comes out. As Jake swings at a pitch way down low for strike one. We've got some great ball games coming up on Zaleski Sports this week. As I mentioned, we've in action tomorrow, and base hit to right field by Jake Sadowska. As we've mentioned, mostly part of the season here, Jake going up to Superior, play for the Yellow Jackets up there next year. They got a nice complex up there, all-turf stadium, softball and baseball up there. And seeing the pictures of that, and that's really a nice complex there. You're seeing a lot of colleges now going to this all turf, and I know Stevens Point plays a lot of ball games over at Wisconsin Rapids at the Quadruplex over there during the spring because they can't get on the field at UW Stevens Point there, even with that sandy soil. So, and up now is Mac Konieczny. Mac is 0 for 0 tonight. He's walked back in the first and the second. Right-handed hitter with Sadowska, always a threat to steal, as I mentioned, led the Wisconsin Valley in stolen bases this year. Throw over to first, and gets away from the first baseman there, Glavinsky. No balls, 1 strike with nobody down. We are in the top of the 4th inning here, and we've got something coming up here. I will actually, and there goes Jake on the hit and run, and nothing you can do about that as the hit and run was on, and a line shot right to Winter at short. Lines out to 6, and an easy throw over to first as Sadowska was taking off. The second double play by Wausau in 2 innings here as they ended the 3rd inning with an outstanding double play, and this one here, a line shot. In fact, Davis Winter did not have to move at all, and it was just a nice, easy throw over to first for that double play. So Dawson Luther now up. Dawson 1 for 1 on the day. Singled and scored back in the first, walked in the second. His 3rd plate appearance here in the 4th inning with a 1-0 count. Next pitch just missing inside. 2-0 with 2 down. As we'll be coming up with a 4th inning stretch here. As you know, usually you have that 7th inning stretch. Well, we're kind of doing a little 4th inning stretch here tonight from Athletic Park. It's kind of a 4th inning stretch they call baseball and softball sponsorship here. And Dawson comes up with his 2nd hit of the ball game. He's a perfect 2 for 2 tonight. And bringing up Mason Anderson, the catcher. As Anderson, fielder's choice, back in the first and grounded out to short in the second. And as Luther dives back in the first. Save up to a lot of money at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service, as they've got sales going on all the time for those Goodyear tires, with locations in Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Wausau, and Marshfield. And so stop in at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service at those locations and see what kind of great deals you can get there on new tires. As Luther going down stealing, and as Luther gets his hand in there safely, goes around the outside, and Wausau fans did not like the call. It looked like it was a very good throw by Stockwell, but Dawson Luther going around the outside and getting his hand in before the tag. Winter from the stretch takes a look at second, and the pitch. And a line shot to third, and a hop, and Luther coming around third and going into second. And Anderson went in sliding head first, but fell about 6 feet short. But he'll be credited with a base hit and an RBI. So the Blue Gulls do land up with a run, and the throw on that would be 5-4 on the put out there, so for the third out. But for the Marshfield Blue Devils, they come up with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 3.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 1. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Good evening, folks. Matt LePay here. Ridgetop Exteriors is kicking off your roof replacement like pros. Old shingles off, decking down, ice and water guard set. Textbook protection. Underlayment follows. Sealed tight like an O-line. Valleys flashed. Shingles installed row by row. Captain ventilated. The crew scoops every nail, leaving no yard marker behind. This project's wrapped. Your turn to call the play at ridgetopexteriors.com.
And we are back here at Athletic Park, and today's 4th inning stretch is brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston. We'll be right back with all of our Innovative Health and game day adjustments after this, but we're going to do it anyway. And this 4th inning stretch has been brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care to the greater Wausau area. If you've been benched or by aches and pains, Innovative Health will get you back in the game with the right adjustments to help you feel better so you can live better. And a high pop-up, and coming over is the second baseman. Got to turn my sheet over here. Cash Osterman, and retires Carson Thurs for the first out here in the 4th inning. So our 4th inning stretch is brought to you by Innovative Health, and we'd like to thank them for sponsoring that 4th inning stretch. Just getting up and moving around and getting some of those aches and pains out of your body there. So U17 team, and 1 hopper to third, and a throw over to first, and a nice stretch there by Bugar from the throw from Robinson for out number 2. So just 4 pitches here, and we've got 2 outs. So game moving right along here. We are in the bottom of the 4th inning, and we are not even an hour old. I figured I wouldn't get home till about 11 o'clock, and so the way it's going, we might be out of here before that. And a line shot out to left, and making a jumping leap out in left field is Jake Sadowska for out number 3 on the hit by Helke. As Helke takes that first pitch and gave it a ride. Jake was maybe about 8-9 feet from the warning track out there, but making a nice catch for out number 3. For the Blue Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. And after 4 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 1, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and we'll tell you about Lead Car Toyota in Wausau here. Discover unbeatable deals and award-winning service at Lead Car Toyota Wausau, your full-service destination for everything Toyota, including our state-of-the-art collision center. And find us on North 20th Avenue in Wausau on the first pitch, as these two ball clubs are taking the first pitch right away. And let's see, that would have been Chase Robinson taking that first pitch and grounding out and bringing up Bryce Shoddy. Bryce now 1 for 2 on the day. We are in the top of the 5th inning, as we are just coming up to the hour mark of this contest. As still light out here yet. Next pitch. Call strike right at the letters, as just coming around the corner here is a couple of weeks will be tournament time, as we're about 2 weeks away. And Shoddy gets hit by a pitch. That is the second Blue Devil has been hit today, as Kobach has one, and now Winter has one. And Dayton Bugar coming to the plate now, as Dayton has walked both times and scored back in the second inning. So Marshfield with a runner on. Shoddy at first with about a 3.5, 4-step lead. And first pitch, call strike. As I mentioned, tournament time just around the corner, and we will be covering the AAA tournaments, as the AAA state tournament will be in Marshfield, July 28th through August 1st, as we will be at Hackman Field for all of that state tournament. And we'll be covering also the Stratford Tigers in the Class A Regional. That will be held at Stratford. And that will be on the Friday, July 24th, as Wittenberg will take on Marathon at 3 o'clock, and Stratford will take on Tomahawk at 6. And then the tournament will continue on July 25th and Sunday, July 26th. And so that Class A tournament, but there's been a little change in the AAA tournament this year, as usually it's a 6-team tournament, but it's now just a 4-team tournament, as they've matched teams up. Usually Marshfield and Wausau are playing Everest, Plover, Stevens Point, and Rapids, but that is not the case this year, as Carson Park, Casper Park, will be hosting at Chippewa Falls, as Bugar picks up his 3rd walk of tonight's ball game, as Shoddy goes to second, and bringing up Caleb Craycraft, as Caleb is 1 for 2, the right-handed hitter from Athens. And that tournament will start on Tuesday, July 21st, as Eau Claire will take on Marshfield at 5 o'clock, and then Wausau will take on Chippewa Falls at 7:30. And then Wednesday there will be 3 games with the winners and losers bracket going at it, and then the championship will be on Thursday, July 23rd, with the championship game at 4 o'clock. And if there is a need for a second championship, it'll be at 7 o'clock that night. In the other regional, and actually Marshfield will get into the state tournament automatically because they're hosting, and the other top team will come out of that as they're going to say they got got shoddy on the back. It was a one hopper to third. It was off balance there by Lemray, and he got the tag on him. So it turns out forced out there, and credited with a fielder's choice is Craycraft. So with 2 down here, now in the 5th inning, and Bugar over at second. Osterman now batting. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And first pitch comes in for a strike. So yes, either Chippewa Falls, Eau Claire, or Wausau will be coming over in there also. And then the other regional is at Bucol Park and Stevens Point, as DC Everest, Plover, Stevens Point, and Rapids will be in that. And Everest will take on Rapids at 5 o'clock on July 21st on a Tuesday, and Plover will take on Stevens Point on July 21st also. That game at 7:30 at Bucol Park. So we will have the brackets on Zaleski Sports for you, and check win your favorite team. In fact, I pulled off the Legion website, the state one. You can get all the teams from the Junior Legion tournaments that are going on, and the Class A and AA and AAA tournaments, and who's all playing who. So check that. We will have our brackets also on Zaleski Sports. And the next pitch to Osterman is up high for a ball. 3-1 count here with 2 down in the top of the 5th inning. As Marshfield trying to get a few more insurance runs here. And the pitch as call strike. 3-2 count. It'll be traveling time. As we have 2 down, 3-2 count as Bugar and Craycraft will be taking off with the pitch. Winter from the stretch, and the pitch. And a line shot out to center field and right directly at Ian Stahl for out number 3. As Osterman hit 2 now to Stahl, 4 outs. The Blue Devils tried to threaten here in the 5th inning, but come up empty-handed with no runs on no hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 4.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 1. And you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports, brought to you by us. We'll be right back.
Welcome to the competition where only the best healthcare plans rise to the top. Megasure.
Presenting Paperwork Pound Cake, a half-baked plan with flaky service sprinkled on top.
Ooh. Next up, Security Health Plan.
I call this one the Sweet Security. It has high-quality coverage folded in, and it's frosted with award-winning local service that's sweet but never sugar-coated.
That's a slice of better. Chef Security, congratulations. Truly the recipe for better.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
And we are back here at Athletic Park, and leading off the bottom of the 5th inning for the Bulldogs is the catcher, Gage Stockwell, as he takes the first pitch. And come up with a base hit. I think Luther kind of lost it in the lights here. It's that time of night where the sun just setting, and it's kind of a really goofy sky where you can lose a ball very easily, and plus you've got the lights shining at you also. We've got a courtesy runner coming in for the Bulldogs. That would be Mike Warzella coming in to pinch run for the catcher, Gage Stockwell, as the Bulldogs pick up their 3rd hit of the night and make it their 4th hit of the night. So back-to-back hits here as Blaubach picks up his 2nd hit. He's got 2 of the 4 hits. As the bottom of this order in that 6, 7, 8, and 9, or 6, 7, and 8 area, that's where all the hits have happened so far. And so if Wausau could get their top of their order going here, they could get right back into this ball game. And actually, the tying run is at the plate here in Parker Helke. One and 0 count to Helke. Robinson from the stretch. And the pitch. And a bunt foul. As I've mentioned, Robinson has 2 complete games this year. He's had a 2-1 record coming into this contest. I mean, they have plenty of pitching on this Blue Devil ball club. 1 ball, 1 strike with nobody out. And a call strike. As Bugar charging from first base. As Robinson's going to stay put as he's playing back. As Richardson's job is to, and a line shot out to center field to Luther. And the throw coming in, and Luther hits the cutoff man perfectly right at the mound there. As Bugar comes over to cut that off as Richardson came back to back up Anderson behind the plate. So bases loaded here now with 3 straight hits by Wausau. So back to the top of the batting order with Stahl. He's grounded out to short and back to the mound. Ball gets away from Anderson, but not very far. As I mentioned, a very short area back here. With nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and the Bulldogs threatening, working out of the windup. And just missing inside. Count now 2-0. Wind up and the pitch. And a call strike right at the knees on the inside corner. 2-1 count to Ian Stahl, the leadoff hitter for Wausau. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. And no place to put him. 3-1 count with bases loaded here in the bottom of the 5th. And Wausau down by 3. Richardson from the windup. And ball 4. And Stahl will be credited with an RBI on that. And makes the score now 4-2 here. As Marshfield started out very strong, scoring 3 runs in the very first 2 innings. And coming out to Josh Metz out there now talking to his ball club. Nobody warming up, I don't think, in the bullpen down there. As Coach Metz walks off the field here. As Anderson getting back in this catching position here. Bases remain loaded for Wausau here in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing now 4-2 with bases loaded. And coming up, the number 2 hitter, the 3rd baseman, Connor Lemrad. Did I get that right this time? Look at that. Thanks, Paul. Don't know what I'd do without you. And pitch down low for a ball. Good crowd here tonight at Wausau. And the pitch just catching the outside corner right at the letters for a call strike. 1-1. We'll see if Richardson can get out of this jam. Base hit could tie this game up at 4. And a ground ball off the mound to second. Throws to first in time. Gets the out. It took a weird hop off that portable mound. And just like a thump sound. and went right to the second baseman, Osterman. He did get the out there, but Wausau did score to make it a 4-3, and Coach Josh Metz comes back out, and Richardson will be leaving. So an RBI by Lemrad. And he has put out 4-3 on that play for the first out. And advancing to second is Stahl. And going to third is Helke. And now pitching is Konechny. And going to second will be Richardson. Richardson going to second. And let's see. Mack is now pitching. And so I take it that, let's see. Osterman most likely will go to short. As Osterman going from second to the shortstop spot. And so we'll tell you a little bit about France Propane here as Mac is warming up. France Propane is your locally owned complete service propane company. They've served all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. That's France Propane, local, quality, and family. And so Konechny just finishing up his warm-up pitches here. And coming to the plate here with runners at second and third and 1 down will be Davis Winter. Winter 0 for 2. Popped out to the shortstop and flew out to center. And they're going to intentionally walk him to get that possible double play. So an intentional walk as Carson Thurs comes to the plate. Carson walked and scored back in the second and popped out to the second baseman back in the 4th inning. Mack from the stretch, and a swing and a miss. Marshfield needs a big strikeout here to get 2 down here. Wausau could go ahead here with a base hit. Konechny. Pitch down low for ball 1. From the stretch, and a swing and a miss as Thurs just kind of waved at it. Thurs with a 1-2 count. Konechny gets the sign from Anderson and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Big strikeout by Matt Konechny, his first. So 2 down with Glovinski now batting as Logan struck out in the second and grounded to third back in the 4th. And our United States soccer team kind of taking it on the nose here tonight. And lost 4-1. So, but congratulations to them making it to the Sweet 16. And a swing and a miss there by Glovinski for strike 2. 0-2 count as Mack out there throwing heat. Mack getting the sign from Anderson from the stretch. Takes a look at the runners. And a line shot. And a beautiful stop. Beautiful play at second base by Richardson for out number 3. It looked like it was going to fall through, but Richardson made a stab at it and threw Glavinsky out at least by 3 steps. And so a great saving play there, because that would have definitely scored 2 runs. But Wausau comes up with 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left as Mac comes in and shuts them down from getting any more runs. So after 5 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 4 and Wausau 3, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Want to save even more at Fleet Farm? Sign up for Fleet Rewards for exclusive offers and deals. Earn points every time you shop. 500 points gets you a $5 reward. It's free and easy to sign up, in-store or online. Plus, earn rewards even faster with the Fleet Rewards credit card. Get 4 times the points every time you use your Fleet Rewards credit card. Start shopping and start saving even more with Fleet Rewards at Fleet Farm.
And we're back here at Athletic Field as Marshfield coming to bat here now in the top of the 6th inning. And the leadoff hitter, Jake Sadelska. Jake 1 for 2 on the night. Flew out in the first. Got hit by a pitch back in the second and a base hit back in the fourth as the hit and run was on, and a line shot by Mack right to the shortstop. And Jake had no place to go as it was an easy double play for Wausau back in that 4th inning. As a count now 1-1 here to Jake Sadelska, left-handed hitter. Next pitch just missing outside, 2-1. Winter doing a great job for Kobeck. And a ground ball to short to Winter. Has plenty of time. And gets the speedy Jake Sadelska by about a half a step there, as Jake with great speed coming out of that left-hand batter's box there. And a great throw by Davis Winter to get Sadelska just barely, and bringing up Mac Konechny here. Mac 0 for 1. Walked back in the first and the second inning and lined out to the shortstop back in the 4th. As Mac, who has come in to pitch now for the Blue Devils, did an outstanding job with bases jammed there and nobody out. Gets the strikeout, and then a great play by Richardson at second to get that 3rd out and hold Wausau to just 2 runs in that 5th inning, as Wausau threatened there to take the lead, because that shot that Richardson stabbed at and got would have easily scored 2 runs and given Wausau a 5-4 lead. So this game is so far of inches in this ball game. And Mac gives it a ride out to center field and on his horse, and it's over his head and off the wall onto the track, and Mac going into second with a stand-up double. As Mac gave it a ride. He had a home run earlier this year that at Hackman Field, where he gave it a ride. Or actually, I take that back. I want to say that was at Wisconsin Rapids. I'm sorry, I worked that ball game, and that was in that championship game against Menominee that he hit that. And following it back is Luther, as Dawson, 2 for 2 so far, scored back in the first and back in the 4th, and has an RBI in this game. He had a bases loaded walk for an RBI. And the pitch. And that one is going to get out of play into the seats over here where nobody is sitting tonight. So no souvenir for, well, somebody could run over and get that one. Oh, we've got a young girl here that's going to go down and see if she can get that souvenir. She has to go down the steps and come back up around on the other side there because it doesn't go through at all. Left-handed hitter Dawson Luther, 2 for 2 on the day. And pitch upstairs. amazing stat here. I was looking at his high school stats this afternoon, and what's really amazing is he made 106 plate appearances this year, and he gets his third hit, and rounding, the throw is off, and Konechny comes in and scores, and going to second on the throw is Luther, as Dawson will pick up his second RBI in this contest and give Marshfield a little cushion here and puts them ahead now 5-3. But no, what was really amazing was during the high school season, he had 106 plate appearances, but only struck out 4 times out of those 106 plate appearances. And I'm thinking, wow, that he makes great contact. But that shows why, and Point's going to be, I think, very happy with him. I think as a freshman, he's going to see a lot of action at UW-Stevens Point next spring. So him, and I know Brady Berg is also going to a Point. Line shot, or a shot down the right field line, and it's going to fall in for a base hit. And Luther is going to hold up at third, and going into second is Anderson. As Anderson picks up his second hit of the ball game. As Dawson had to hold up there a little bit, he didn't know if the catch was going to be made, and so he had to hold up, but goes into third now, and they have runners at second and third. And coming into pinch run for Marshfield is number 10. That is Truxton Becker. Is courtesy running for Mason Anderson. As Mason picks up his second hit. Now runners at second and third for the Blue Devils. And a pitch down low, blocked nicely by Stockwell. As Chase Robinson is the batter. Chase 1 for 3 on the day. Single back in the first and grounded out to short in the third, and third base in the 5th inning. Next pitch comes in right at the knees for a call strike. 2-1 count with 1 down. As Winter gets the sign from Stockwell. Nods his head from the windup and the pitch. Just missing outside. 3-1 count. Winter from the windup and the pitch. And fouling it off down the right field side here and out into the playground area that's outside the stadium here. Peterson Kramer Funeral Home is committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. That's Peterson Kramer Funeral Home in Wausau. And fouling off and staying alive there is Chase Robinson. 3-2 count with 1 down here in the top of the 6th inning. As we are about an hour and 25 minutes old here. As Winter finally gets this sign. And a call, strike 3, as Robinson looked at the umpire wondering if it was going to be called a strike, and it was. And that is Winter's first strikeout of the ball game, as Marshfield has only struck out twice in this contest. So 2 down now with runners in scoring position, and Bryce Shoddy, who is 1 for 2 in today's contest. He was grounded out to second back in the first, base hit in the third, and hit by a pitch in the 5th. Left-handed hitter. As Winter gets ready out there, working out of the windup. And pitch upstairs for a ball. First base open. Dayton Bugar in the on-deck circle. And takes one down low and picked up nicely by Glavinsky and steps on the bag for out number 3. But for the Blue Devils in the top of the 6th inning, they come up with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left. And after 5.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 5 and Wausau 3. And you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
This summer, the whole family is invited to Marshfield's home base for fun. Woodfield Inn & Suites, where great rooms come with great rates. Splash around in the indoor pool. Mom and Dad unwind in the hot tub. Let your kids take over the arcade. Book your family getaway at Woodfield Inn & Suites. The 2026 American Legion State Baseball Tournament is in Marshfield. Make Woodfield Inn & Suites your home base.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 6th inning is Marshall Helke, as Marshall is 1 for 2 on the day. We've got a 1-1 count. And just going through some major league scores here, I see the Brewers are leading the Cardinals 4-3 in the bottom of the 9th with 1 out and a runner on for the Cardinals, as they have a doubleheader, a very rare doubleheader in Major League Baseball tomorrow, as it was from a rain out. That so first one will be day-night doubleheader, as first game will be at 1:15. The other one will be at, I think it's like 6 o'clock tomorrow night. So Brewers with a very comfortable, I think, about a 6-game lead in that division, playing some outstanding ball. 3-2 count here in the bottom of the 6th inning as Helke at the plate and hits one out to right field, and charging in and falling in for a base hit as Helke picks up his 2nd hit and gets things going here for the Bulldogs, as right fielder Bryce Shoddy playing a little deep on that right-handed hitter, as that falled into, like they called Never Never Land there, as neither Robinson or Shoddy could get to it, as it fell right between the two of them. So the Bulldogs with the leadoff batter on, and they're coming up with a base hit on the first pitch. There is Stockwell. This looks like a little deja vu from last inning, as they came along with the first 3 batters getting hits. The bottom of this order has just been outstanding for Wausau tonight, as they have actually 2, 4, 6, 7. They have 7. They've only got 6 hits on the board, but I've got Helke with 2, Stockwell with 2, and Blaubach with 2. And a nice bunt there, and that's going to be a base hit, and that's going to load the bases. A little small ball there as Coach Magnuson's playing, as making things very interesting here now. And nobody out here. This looks exactly like the 5th inning, where Wausau came up with 2 runs to narrow that gap to 4-3, and Marshfield come up with a run in that 6th inning to go ahead 5-3. But now in a tough situation here, as they are going to bring in a courtesy runner. That is number 2. That would be Mike Warzella, as he was courtesy runner before for Stockwell. As the motorcycle's taking off here and in the background. And a fastball right down Main Street, swing and a miss by Helke. Helke had a base hit back in the 5th inning. As the bottom of this order, Wausau order, has been looking very, very impressive this evening. And next pitch upstairs for a ball. Konechny getting a sign from Anderson from the stretch. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Looking for a workplace that invests in you? Join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. With competitive pay and benefits and a workplace culture that feels like home. There's never been a better time to apply. Learn more at GreatLakesCheese.com. As the next pitch comes down low, is 3-1. On the number 9 hitter, Parker Helke was 1 for 2 on the day. Konechny from the stretch. And the pitch. And ball 4, and no place to put him as runner comes in and makes the score now 5-4. As I mentioned, Wausau have been playing very good ball as they look very, very impressive at the Firecracker, taking that tournament. And they are heading over to Minnesota to play in the Gopher tournament over there. And we are going to have a pitching change. And it looks like it's going to be Jake Sadowska as he's coming in from left field and unwrapping all the tape that he's got on him as going, let's see here. Going out is Chase Robinson. Looks like he is going out to the outfield. He will go out and play left, and looks like Jake Sadowska is going to come in to pitch. And we're wondering, I'm thinking possibly that Konechny will go back to short, and Osterman will go back to second, where they originally were. So we're sitting here at 5-4 with nobody out and bases loaded. So we're going to be right back after a few warm-ups here by Jake Konechny. And so you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The quality materials that was used when the house was built were below builder grade. I wanted to do something a little exciting, add a little bit of color, a little bit of texture. The Infinity team took time to get to know us. He wanted to know what we wanted. Once he saw my design, he says, well, let's make this happen. It's a big project. Just changed the whole look of the house, and it looks like a brand new home. The Infinity team treated us like we were their family. I would recommend Infinity to anybody.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
And we are back here at Athletic Park as Helke lands up walking and gets an RBI to make the score now 5-4. Bases remain loaded with nobody out. And it looks like trying to see who is actually at third base now. Infield is in for the Blue Devils here. As Sadowska will be on the mound, and he will be pitching out of the windup and pitch down low for a ball. And let's see, the pitching numbers on Jake here. This is his third appearance on the season. He's got 1 save. He has walked 8 and struck out 8. And he has pitched 4 and a third innings so far this year for the Marshfield Legion. Count now 2-0, no place to put them. And following a high pitch off for the Bulldogs is leadoff hitter Ian Stahl, as Ian is 0 for 2, grounded out to short, bounced back to the pitcher and walked. A walk right now is as good as a hit, as it would tie things up here for Wausau. And following it off is Stahl. Count now 2-2 to Ian Stahl. As the top part of the order here, the top 5, has not had a hit in this contest. And pitch upstairs for a ball. 3-2 count now. And as I mentioned, no place to put them. And a high pop-up. That's an infield fly if it's fair. And making the catch, coming in and making that catch is Dayton Bugar. As he almost overran that, but the batter would have been out anyway, as it was an infield fly rule. Infield fly rule is with bases loaded or runners at first and second with nobody out or one out, and if you hit it into the infield and the batter does, it's an automatic out, even if it's caught or not caught. Wind up and the pitch is just upstairs to Lemrad. So 1 down here. The score now 5-4. Marshfield was in this situation in the last inning. And Sadowska gets the sign from Anderson from the windup. And the pitch. And a call strike to the number 2 hitter, Connor Lemrad. One and one count. 1 down. And time is called by the batter. As we're all set here now. And the pitch. Upstairs for a ball. Way high and outside. 2-1 count. And no place to put them. Marshfield is out hit Wausau 9-8. Wausau trails 5-4 here with bases loaded. And a swing and a miss. As Jake throws a little off-speed pitch there and gets Connor a little off balance there. Jake shakes his head. Yes, that's the one I want from the windup. And the pitch. And a swing and a miss. We're sitting in the same type of situation that we did last inning when Mac came in. And Mac got 2 quick outs there. So now Jake was in a little different situation here. Still has bases loaded, 2 outs. And the number 3 hitter, Davis Winter. Winter was intentionally walked last time up. First pitch, ball. Left-hand hitter. Marshfield playing back. From the windup and the pitch. And fouling it off. Right field side over to the Marshfield dugout. Beautiful dugouts. I walked over to those dugouts. I'll tell you, it's lots different than back, let's say, 30 years ago, 40 years ago when they had those real small dugouts here and you couldn't fit a whole team in there. But, boy, there's a lot of room in there now. They're making these dugouts much bigger. The ones down at Rapids are beautiful also. And the pitch. And fouling it off. And Jake now ahead of the batter. 1-2 count with 2 down here in the Bottom of the 6th inning. As these last 2 innings have been very exciting. It's a little longer as this game was moving right along. We were in the 5th inning and not even an hour old, as we are coming up to an hour and 45 here now. And the pitch. And pitch very, very close. And the Marshfield fans, you got a view up here a little higher than what you got at Hackman, where, you're kind of eye level, but up here you can look right down at home plate here. And 3-2 or 2-2. And ground ball perfectly placed right down the first base line, and making that grab as Bugar steps on the bag. And Jake Sadowska gets the Blue Devils out of a jam, as for the 2nd inning in a row, the Bulldogs had bases loaded and could not get that go-ahead tying or go-ahead run across the plate. But the Bulldogs come up with 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 left. And after 6 complete innings of play, it's Marshfield 5 and Wausau 4, and you're watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
The auto service specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
Working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all 4 of us. Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
And we're back here at Athletic Park, and we are in the 7th inning here. And Marshfield with a 5-4 lead. Wausau has put up 3 runs here in the last 2 innings. And the Blue Devils have scored a run back in the 6th. And the Blue Devils had actually a 4-1 lead here at one time. And Wausau has been battling back, but twice now they have left bases loaded in the last 2 innings, in the 5th inning and 6th inning. And the thing is, they had bases loaded with nobody out and only could get 1 run across. And so ground ball to third, throws over to first, high throw, and he's safe, pulls him off the bag. A high throw by third baseman Lemrod, and it'll be a throwing error. And bring up Caleb Craycraft, as Caleb is 1 for 3 on the day. Dayton getting on base for the 4th time today, as he had walked 3 previous times. So he's been on base all 4 times in this contest. As it'll be interesting who Coach Metz brings out in the 7th inning here. Will he bring in Jake Sadowska, or will he bring another pitcher in? Next pitch upstairs for a ball to Caleb. Very short lead over at first by Dayton. Dayton going back as Winter steps off the rubber. 1-1 count to the designated hitter, Caleb Craycraft. Nice stop by Stockwell there, as no advancement there by Bugar. Coming up in just a couple of weeks, so about 3 weeks or so, will be that AAA state tournament in Marshfield, and July 28th through August 1st. And a pitch down low for a ball. 3-1 count to Caleb. As the Brewers come away with a big win tonight, 4-3 against the Cardinals. And increase their lead in the Central Division. Ground ball to third, backhanded. Throw over to second for 1 and gets the lead runner there. Great play by Lemrod. Beautiful backhand play, throws over to second for out number 1 as Craycraft gets on with a fielder's choice for the second time in today's ballgame and bringing up Cash Osterman. Marshfield is hosting that AAA State Legion Baseball Tournament from Tuesday, July 28th through Saturday, August 1st. Post 54 Legion welcomes 8 teams to compete for the state championship. Visit Hackman Field in Marshfield and enjoy delicious concessions, a chance to win exciting raffle prizes, and most importantly, some outstanding baseball. Again, that's July 28th through August 1st at Hackman Field in Marshfield, and we will be covering that whole state tournament. And a line shot out to left field, going back and over the head of Helke, and coming into third, standing up. Oh, very close. Wow, almost had him. Wow, is Craycraft, instead of going down, he came in. He thought he had smooth sailing coming into third, and I mean, it was bang, bang at third base, but the call is safe. But Osterman coming up with a double. And Sadowska coming in now. And Osterman, I think, came out of the ball game. We've got a pinch runner. I did not catch the number who was going out there. But runners now at second and third with 1 down. And Jake Sadowska takes the first pitch for a call strike. Jake, 1 for 3 on the day. And Jake coming in and pitching that 6th inning and getting out of trouble for the second time. And a ground ball back to the mound. And the runner at second was going to take
27 is at second.
Number 27 is at second. We'll see who that pinch runner is. That would be, well, that was Osterman, okay. And he was actually halfway to third, and he hustled back. They did get the out at first, got Jake for out number 2, and then there was a play at second, and just barely got back there. So 2 very close plays that went Marshfield's way. Could have almost went either way on the out. So first pitch to Konishny is called strike. And pitch down low, blocked nicely by Stockwell. 1-1 count here in the top of the 7th inning, 2 down, and Marshfield leading 5-4 with runners at second and third. A ball here to Konishny, a big base hit, could score 2 here, as Marshfield would like to have a little more cushion than what they've got right now with this 5-4 lead in the top of the 7th. Winter from the windup. And down low. First base is open. 3-1 count. 2 down. Marshfield with 5 runs on 10 hits, and they have stranded 9 runners so far in this ball game. And bases are loaded. And bringing up the ever dangerous Dawson Luther. Dawson 3 for 3 on the day with 2 RBIs. Singled in the first, the 4th, and the 6th. He has 2 RBIs. He walked in the second. And the first pitch comes in for a strike. Left-handed hitter Dawson Luther. Winter from the windup and the pitch. And a fly ball out to center field and on his horse. And that is going to drop in as Luther comes up with his 4th hit of the night. And 3 big runs, a 3-run double by Dawson Luther. What a game he is having tonight. As Luther comes through for the Blue Devils. The little extra punch that the Blue Devils have needed. And Luther has come through very well tonight with 5 RBIs and 4 hits. And a fly ball out to second, and making the catch there is as Anderson pops out for out number 3. But the Blue Devils come up with 3 big runs here in the 7th inning on that 3-run double by Dawson Luther to give them a comfortable 8-4 lead here at Athletic Park. They come up with 3 runs on 2 hits, no errors, or 1 error, and 1 left. And after 6.5 innings of play, it's Marshfield 8 and Wausau 4, and you are watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from their simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
And we are back here at Athletic Park, and Jake Konieczny back on the mound as he can come here with get a save here for Marshfield. That would be his, I think, second save of the season. First pitch to Carson Thurs is high for a ball. Ball 2. Sadowska throws one wild there. Ball 3, 3-0. As Marshfield with 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors and left 10, while Wausau 4 runs on 8 hits, 1 error, and has stranded 8 so far. As Thurs picks up his second walk of the night, bringing up Logan Glavinsky. Logan is struck out in the second, grounded the third in the fourth, and grounded out the second in the fifth. As Sadowski from the stretch takes a look at first. Short lead by Thurs. And upstairs for ball 1. Wausau had chances in the 5th and 6th inning, but relief appearance by Konieczny and also by Sadowska stopped that rally by Wausau. And Marshfield putting 3 more runs on the board in the 7th inning on a 3-run double by Dawson Luther. Count now 1-1 to Glavinsky. And a swing and a miss for strike 2 as Jake is ahead of him now. Short lead at first by Carson Thurs. About a 3-step lead. Gets the lead from, or signs from Anderson from the stretch and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Strike 3 as Sadowska picks up his second strikeout of the night. And 1 down. And bringing up now the bottom of this order, who has been very, very successful, as Helke with 2 hits in the ballgame so far. Stockwell's got 2. 3 hits by Blombach and also a hit by Helke. But the bottom of the order has been very effective for Coach Tom Magnuson tonight. As that top of that order, just nothing there, as the number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hitters with no hits at all. The bottom 4 being very productive, and that's where all their runs and hits have come from tonight. 0-1 count. Now to Marshall Helke. Sadowska from the stretch. And the pitch. And a high fly ball out to center field, and Luther calls off Osterman at second to make the catch for out number 2. As Luther came in, had a better chance with Luther coming in to catch that than Osterman going out to second. But great job by Dawson Luther to take charge out there on that fly ball and bringing up now Gage Stockwell, who's 2 for 3 on the night. And Sadowska trying to pick up the save for the the Blue Devils. As we'll be coming up with the Merrill Steel post-game show right after this here, and also we'll have the Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game also. And Ridgetop Exteriors, I've had them do some work at my place and do very nice work. So, and a pitch by Sadowska down low for a ball. Count now 2-1 with 2 down here. As we are coming up to exactly the 2-hour mark of this ball game here, coming up to 10 o'clock here, Central Time in Wisconsin. Sadowska from the stretch. And a look. And we're going to call time as Stockwell figured that Sadowska was just taking a little bit too long out there. In the major leagues, that would have been called a ball already. So Sadowska ready out there now with the pitch. And down low for a ball. 3-1. And 2 down. And Marshfield with a 4-run lead here. So Marshfield's got a little bit to play with here. And the pitch. Down low for a ball, as that is the second walk of the inning here by Sadowska. Moves runners over to second and first. Thurs at second. And Stockwell at first. And 2 down. And the courtesy runner will come back in, and that will be Mike Warzella. Will be running for the 3rd time for Stockwell as Coach Josh Metz comes out to talk to his ball club. As the coming up will be Breck Blombach, as he has had a very good ball game. He's got an RBI in this ball game back in that 2nd inning. As Josh Metz now walking off as conference is all over. And is Blaubach, a DH, 3 for 3 on the day here. Runners at first and second, and 2 down. And a pitch upstairs for a ball. As Jake working out of the stretch. This is Jake's 4th appearance on the season on the mound. And a ground ball to short. And throwing over to second for the force out, and got him, and that will be it as this game goes 2 hours and 1 minute, right at the 10 o'clock hour. And Marshfield comes up with their 13th win of the season, and actually their 12th out of the last, 14 ball games. So good start for Marshfield to also increase their, they'll have sole possession of first place in the Wisconsin Valley, and we'll be downstairs to talk to Coach Josh Mintz. And as Wausau left, let's see, they had no runs on no hits and no errors, and left 2 left. So they left actually 10 batters on base tonight, and Marshfield the same way. So we'll be coming up with the Merrill postgame show here, and also our Ridgetop Exteriors player of the game. And we'll be back in just a little bit. You've been watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
And we are back here at Athletic Park where Marshfield comes up with a big 8-4 win. And with me, head coach Josh Metz. And Josh, a little nail biter there for a while in the 5th and 6th inning here, but big relief job by Mac, and also big relief job by Jake coming in and kind of shutting the door with bases jammed there, with bases loaded both times with nobody out, and held them to what I think with 1 run in there. And so a great job by your ball club.
Yeah, you got to tip your cap to those guys. I mean, especially Jake coming in the top of their order. I mean, I told him when he came in, I said, you got your work cut out for you. So, I mean, wasn't expecting them. I mean, I thought for sure they'd get 1 or 2 there, just trying to limit the damage, really. But tip your cap to them. Great job to come in relief there. Mac did a good job coming in relief as well. Had to hold Nate under pitch count tonight, so to keep him fresh for the weekend. So, you know, we're at that time of the year. You got to balance that stuff too. But yeah, credit to Wausau, they played really well tonight, and yeah, I mean, they had us, you know, right on the ropes for sure.
Well, you know, now you get Wausau back at your place tomorrow night, and then of course on Thursday with the cancellation in there now on Thursday, that's going to give your ball club a little rest in there also now.
Yeah, at the end of the day, that's probably not a bad thing. I mean, we were going to go this week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you know, so it's just like, yeah, I mean, honestly, it's probably not the worst thing in the world. I mean, we're going to go to a really good tournament this weekend in Eau Claire, so this way we should be able to keep our pitching fresh, and that should help us for this weekend.
All right. And your bats tonight, just awesome tonight. I mean, and this gentleman right here had an outstanding ball game, came up with big hits tonight.
Yeah, he was big time. I mean, that last one, obviously, to give us some breathing room. I mean, definitely didn't feel good with one, you know, the way things were going there. So, I mean, great job to him, not only to get one run in, but three. So, yeah, our bats are really good, and we just got to keep going and keep putting the pressure on. I mean, we had to have had runners on base every inning, I think, that game. So that's what we got to do, and we got to keep doing.
All right. Good luck tomorrow night against Wausau again, and we'll see you down the road, Josh. And with me, the post-game Ridgetop Exteriors Player of the Game is what we're calling you tonight, Dawson. So, but great ball game tonight. You get on base actually 5 times tonight, 4 big hits. In fact, the big double in the 7th inning to bring in 3 runs. And actually an outstanding season you've had in high school this year, and also here with Legion Ball also. So big congrats to you also. But going through your mind, you knew you had to get those runs in for a little more cushion.
Yeah, I think we were kind of just looking for that knockout punch in that inning, kind of just to give us that cushion to end the game, and that's what I got for the team. And Jake did a good job to come in and end the game.
Yeah, in fact, going 4 for 4 tonight, and with 5 big RBIs, I mean that it helps you also. And I understand you're going to UW Stevens Point next year, and so that I'll be seeing you a lot over there. My daughter's going to school over there also, so we'll see a lot of you over there. And so, but the best of luck to you also. But I know right now you guys are sitting in first place in the conference here with Plover now a half game back, but big ball games coming up down the stretch.
Yeah, we just got to keep coming every night, playing the best we can, and just take it game by game.
All right. I know you know how to do this because you've done it a few other times, so I'm going to put you on a house. I'll count you down.
Sounds good.
3, 2, 1.
I'm Dawson Luther, and I'm in the house.
Thanks, Dawson.
Yeah,
Good luck
thank you.
the rest of the season. You betcha. Take care. Again, great win by Marshfield tonight as they come up with a big 8-4 win over Wausau. They will take on the Bulldogs again tomorrow night at Hackman Field. And tonight's Player of the Game is brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors, and our post-game sponsor is Merrill Steel. Stay tuned. If you need a job, there's a place to get one. My son works there, so it's a great place to work, and he's been there a long time. So Merrill Steel, we'd like to thank them for our post-game show, and also Ridgetop Exteriors. Again, Marshfield will get them on tomorrow night. The Thursday game has been canceled because Wausau is heading over to Minnesota on Friday for an early ball game on Friday, and so they'll make that up sometime. And also the Plover game is coming up towards the end of the year. Makeup games also there, big games coming up also. So for Brendan Bullis, I'm Mike Steinwagner. We'll see you down the road, and I will be with the Chaparrals coming up this week also on Friday. So take care. We'll see you next week.